Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to bringing the Vision video. What if I guess today is this week's end reset. Like always, if you guys are looking for specific items like weapons, gear mods, weapon mods, anything like that, there is going to be timestamps in the description below you guys can check out, and it's going to make things a little bit easier. But anyways, if you guys enjoyed this video or find it helpful, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe for more videos, and let's get right into this reset. So starting off first, we're stopping by the Special Blueprints Vendor, and the first item you guys want to check out is this classic AK-47 blueprint. This, in my opinion, is a great PvE weapon since the base damage is very high. It really doesn't matter if you have a lot of firearms on it or not. If you're using something like Striker with like 6k firearms, this thing is going to be hitting really hard on the NPCs. Next up, you guys want to check out this small grip blueprint. This, in my opinion, is a must-have on your character. If you play this game pretty much every single day, you know how hard finding good grips is in the game, and if you are looking for one with maxed out critical hit damage, this thing is the way to go. Lastly, you want to purchase this electronics gear mod blueprint if you don't have this already on your character. If you're making future builds with like electronics and skill haste, electronics health, electronics skill power mods, anything like that, instead of farming for them, you could just buy the blueprint and have them in your back pocket. Next up, we're stopping by the Special Equipment Vendor, and the first item you guys want to look at is this LVOA-C. Now, in my opinion, this is not the best one you can buy, but if you are desperate, if you want to have this on your build for PvP or PvE, this is a decent purchase. So what it comes with is 18% enemy armor damage, 20.8k base damage, and for the talents, it has Sustained, Deadly, and Commanding. In my opinion, reroll Commanding gets something like Responsive or Unforgiving, and this will be a decent pickup. A couple spots down, you guys want to check out these Predmark knee pads. Now, I do understand they're not classified, they're not, something most of you guys are looking for, but anyone that's new to the game or is coming back and you're trying to make Predmark builds, these knee pads are really nice. So what they come with is 1166 electronics, 16,521 health. They also have shock resistance, disorienting resistance, and burn resistance. In my opinion, these are more of a kind of PvP knee pads if you're making a Dark Zone build or if you want to use this for Last Stand, and you are, as I said, new to the game, these knee pads are worth picking up. A couple spots down, you guys want to check out these Tactician's gloves. Once again, they're not classified, but they're really good. They come with 1268 electronics, 15% critical hit damage, 5.50% critical hit chance, and they also have skill haste. Honestly, I would reroll the critical hit damage since you're using a tactician build. You're not really going to do that much damage, and you might as well keep the critical hit chance just so you can crit a little bit more. Next up, you guys want to check out this mod. This is actually 259 electronics and 2,931 health mod if you're making a hybrid build, if you're making a build that you want a little bit more electronics, but you also want a bit more survivability, this mod is for you. Lastly, you guys want to look at this suppressor. This is actually a SR7 suppressor, and with these suppressors, you can't really fit them on most things. You can only put them on your M700, Urban MDR, and your Lightweight M4. So if you need a critical hit damage suppressor for any of those weapons, this one's really good. Moving upstairs, we're visiting the Advanced Weapon Vendor, and the first weapon you guys want to look at is this SASG-12. What it comes with is 321.50% stagger, 95,000 base damage, and for the talent, it has Predatory, Responsive, and Vicious. If you're making a Striker build or a Lone Star build for PvP or PvE, this in my mind is a great pickup. Lastly, you guys want to look at this small grip. If you do not have enough Phoenix credits to buy the blueprint, as I showed you guys downstairs, this one's pretty good as well. It comes with 90% critical hit damage, 5% reload speed, and it also has stability on it. So as I said, you guys have a pretty much option right there. If you don't have Phoenix credits, if you don't want to buy the blueprint, you could just buy a couple of these ones and you should be set. The final guy you guys want to visit in the base operations is this gear vendor upstairs. So the first thing is this mod. This is actually a prototype firearms mod that comes with 188 firearms and 3% damage to leads. Now yes, I know this is not maxed out. This is not the best one you can buy, but unfortunately this is the only one that's being sold this week. So if you want to make this with a PvE build that you're using, I would recommend buying this 100%. Lastly, you guys want to check out this prototype performance mod. This is actually a 2% pulse critical hit chance mod. If you're making a damage build, or if you just want a little bit more critical hit chance, whatever the case is, this mod is very underrated in my opinion. Up next, you guys want to visit the blueprints vendor at Camp Clinton, and the first thing is this TI-RANT suppressor. If you do not have this for your build or your character in general, I would recommend buying this 100% because these mods or these suppressors are very good for critical hit chance builds on your submachine guns, your ARs, whatever the case is. If you want more critical hit chance on your build, these suppressors are the way to go. Lastly, you want to check out this ProRed.site blueprint. This once again is something if you are missing on your character, I would just buy it to have it because it's critical hit damage as the major attribute on this thing. So if you want a ProRed.site with like a lot of critical hit damage and you just want to do a bit more damage with your weapon, this thing is a must once again. Stepping aside, you guys want to check out this equipment vendor still at Camp Clinton. So the first thing is this CASSIDY. Now what it comes with is 323% stagger, 146k base damage, and also has deadly, vicious, and the boomstick exotic talent. If you're planning to make a shotgun Lone Star build for both PvP or PvE, these shotguns in my mind are very good. The only thing I would do is get rid of vicious, go for something like responsive, and they should be very nice. A couple spots down, you guys want to check out this Tenacious mask. What it comes with is 1260 firearms, 4% all resistance, and also has damage to leads. If you want to purchase this, all you have to do is get rid of the major attributes, go for something like skill power or critical hit chance. It really depends what build you're making, and this should be a nice pickup. The next item we have on our list are these Banshee knee pads, and what they come with is 1162 firearms, 16,000 health, and they also have shock resistance, bleed resistance, and disrupt resistance. The only thing I would do in my opinion is reroll the firearms, get it a little bit higher, or you can go into stamina, it really depends on you. A few spots down, we have this really nice Alpha Bridge holster. As you guys can see, the only thing that's pretty bad on it are the firearms, so if you reroll that, this should be a nice pickup as well. And lastly, for these non-classified gear sets, we have the SENTRY gloves. They are very good. What they come with is 1270 firearms, 8% skill haste, enemy armor damage, and 12% assault rifle damage. Honestly, I would get rid of the enemy armor damage or the skill haste, it really depends where you're playing, and get something like critical hit damage. Finally, you want to check out this extended magazine. It comes with 117% magazine size, 4% critical hit damage, and 5.50% rate of fire. So as I said, if you are in need of any of these items that I showed you guys, once again, it is located at the Camp Clinton safe house. If you guys are interested in a 4.50% ballistic shield damage resilience mod, you want to check out the Cavern safe house. He's actually selling one for your D3 FNC build for PvP or PvE. So as I said, if you're interested in this, check out the Cavern safe house. Next up, you guys want to visit the Ward safe house. What he's actually selling is a first aid ally heal that is a 60%. If you're making a reclaimer build, if you're making a healer tactician build, this is definitely a mod I would recommend picking up. Getting straight into the Dark Zone, the first person you guys want to visit is the East 61st Street checkpoint. What he's actually selling is a Omega rifle suppressor that is at 70% headshot damage, 2% accuracy, and 4% critical hit damage. In my opinion, this is a great pickup if you're making a sniper build for Hunter's Faith, or even something like a assault rifle build with just headshot damage stacked on it. This suppressor is a must buy for those builds. If you're in need of a really nice refreshed mask, you want to visit the East 58th Street checkpoint. He's actually selling one with 1133 firearms, 4% critical hit chance, and 17% burn resistance. The only thing you really have to do is get the firearms a little bit higher, or you can go into stamina. It really depends on your build. But as I said, this is a really nice pickup. I myself might have to pick this up as well, since the major attributes and the minor attributes are very nice for PvP. Up next, we're coming by the Park Avenue checkpoint, and this time he's actually selling another SASG-12. This time it is a black market one, and it comes with 292% stagger, 97,000 base damage, and also has responsive, unforgiving, and capable. If I were to buy this, I would probably get Vicious or Deadly as the last slot talent, because if you're using this with Striker, Vicious is really good, since you're always going to have the critical hit chance because it always heals you, or Deadly is really good as well if you have a lot of critical hit chance on your build. This thing will absolutely melt anyone in PvP. A couple spots down, we come to the East 46th Street checkpoint. The first thing you guys want to check out is this prototype performance mod. This one's actually a 4% support station healing speed. If you're making a reclaimer build once again, or tactician healer build, this is something really good. I personally would recommend buying this if you're making a reclaimer build, for even PvP or PvE. This thing will really help you out. The next thing is this VX1 scope. This is something once again for your sniper rifles, MDR, or if you're making a assault rifle damage kind of build with headshot damage on it a lot, this scope is something for you. The next thing we have is a 4% sticky bomb damage mod. If you're looking for this, it is actually located at the East 34th Street checkpoint, so if you're making a PvP or PvE sticky bomb build, this is something for you. Although for PvP it's not the best kind of build, it's not really going to do that much damage. For PvE, this thing absolutely melts. So if you want to experiment this, if you want to use this, as I said, this mod is available at the East 34th Street checkpoint. The final person you guys want to look at on the east side is the East 31st Street checkpoint. He's actually selling a black market AK-47 that comes with 21% enemy armor damage, 25.7k base damage, and for the talent, it has Unforgiving, Commanding, and Responsive. Once again, this is more of a PvE weapon. For PvP, it's not really that good, since the RPMs are really low and you're just pretty much going to get melted, although you're doing a lot of damage. Just the RPMs are really low for PvP, that's why really no one uses it. Next person we're looking at is the West 46th Street checkpoint. He's actually selling a pretty good specialized backpack. What it comes with is 1258 electronics, 13,000 health, and it also has ammo capacity. Honestly, this is good how it is, but if you don't want to have electronics on your build, then obviously you reroll that into firearms or stamina. It really depends on you. The final vendor we're stopping by this week is the West 53rd Street checkpoint, and what he's actually selling is a 5.50% first aid self-heal. So like I said, if you're missing this, if you do not have this for your build, even if you don't have a lot of skill power, this is still something I would recommend using. Anyways, that is it for the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any questions, let me know in the comment section below. I respond to all my comments. But once again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
Trappers.